Howdy everyone, this is LockNutz, and you're watching episode 15 of the Smallin and Ballin series on Frühling. Hopefully you'll stick around to see what happens. Howdy, 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 how are you guys doing today? Oh my goodness, I tell you what, we're out here rocking and rolling, doing a little bit of contract work while we're letting the day pass on by. Yep, we are doing it again. There's not a whole lot for us to be doing as of this moment, but there was something that did catch my eye. We'll take a peek at that in just 1 second here. I want to finish this contract up. Nice, neat, simple little guy right there. Not too shabby at all. Let's come in here and accept that contract, or I should say collect it. Booyah. All right, got it. Now, like I was saying, there's something that has caught my eye here. And that actually is this guy right here. I've been looking at wanting to get a planter for some time now. Now, I have a couple mods on here for planters. But when I go ahead and break everything down, this one here is slightly bigger than some of the mods that are going to be kind of around this price that I have. It holds way more seed in it. It has the capability of putting fertilizer in it. And you see this right here? That sunflower. You can make oil out of that. So I'm kind of thinking this is what I'm going to want to do. Now, obviously at this point, I don't have enough cash. I mean, that's just a guarantee. I just don't have the cash to be doing it. But if you come on over here and you take a peek at the contract right here, I can go ahead and plant some corn. And I think by going about doing this, it's going to help kind of offset the price just a hair. So what I'm going to do, probably going to bother some people, take out just a hair more of a loan. Come on here, purchase this just the way it is. Oh, she's a beaut. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And we'll go pick that thing up. Now, that's just kind of a temporary loan is the way I'm thinking it. As soon as I get that $5,000 back, or I should say get about $5,000, we're going to go ahead and get rid of that thing. Get rid of that loan right off the bat. There's no reason for us to hold on to that. I really am taking a look at it as if it were just a temporary thing. So I don't know, it could be the right choice, it could be the wrong choice, not 100% sure, so we'll end up seeing. So this episode here that we're recording is time frame wise directly after the last one finished. I mean, you seen in the beginning there, we were rolling that field that we were liming. Not much time has passed since then. One thing that I did do though is on that field that was out there, I actually took and removed all the fences. I kept on getting hit on that thing time after time after time. And I thought to myself, I want to go up that way. No, I thought to myself, you know what? It's easy enough to remove. Let's go ahead and remove it. That's just the best option for moving forward. At least that's kind of what I'm banking on. That's the best option for moving forward. Ooh, smashing into things, gotta love that. Time will tell. Time will really tell. I know I keep saying that, and part of it is I'm trying to talk myself into it. I mean, as you can see here, I got some... Okay, I can put it in here. I do have some of that soy drink, the soy milk that's kind of sitting back over there. It's ready to go. It's ready to rock. We're going to wait for prices to go up just a little bit farther. I kind of remember talking about that a little bit from the last episode. So we'll get out here and we'll rock and roll, and we'll do a couple contracts, do a couple things to speed up some time, and just generally move forward with everything. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's coming together. I know I took a big risk. I have a large loan right now, but I really truly believe that that loan that's on there, I should be able to pay at least half of it off after my harvest. Now, am I going to go ahead and do that? Probably not pay it all off at once. I'm probably going to go ahead and, with all that diesel that we're going to be producing, I am going to probably end up... I'm probably going to end up taking half of that and going from there. Now, you do see I do have a pallet right here. There we go. Oop, oop, oop. I do have a pallet right there. I'm going to have to go ahead and check on that pallet right there, but that is a mod. It's one of those mods. I'm drawing a blank. I'll make sure that I put it down in the description and probably mention it here after a little bit. But it is kind of neat. It's one of these mods that allows you to buy all every last little bit thing. A barley pallet, canola, chaff, maize, oat, all for $1,000. You can't pass that up. And you get all the way down here to, you can do silage too. If you really wanted to, you could take this, buy it for $1,000, turn around, sell it, you can make a profit off of it. I don't want to do that. That's not what this is about. But I did go ahead and buy this, 5,000 liters for $1,000. The reason why I did that instead of going to our normal way of going about doing things is because we're at a point here where we really need to pinch our pennies. Make the dollar go as far as we can, or the euro, wherever the heck it is that you're from. I'm from the States, so I'm going to say dollar. I really got to make my dollar go as far as I can possibly get it to go. And if that means I have to go ahead and use some mods in here that allow me to go ahead and buy my seed or fertilizer or different things at a cheaper rate, I'm going to have to do that. I think that's just what I'm going to have to do to make this thing move forward. Get ourselves up over that hump. Now, I really do think that this is kind of a temporary lump, a temporary setback we have going on here with all of the loan that we took out, the chances we've taken, the risks we've taken. It's getting a little sketchy through here. All right. But ultimately, time will tell. Time will tell, and I like I said before, I know I keep saying that, and it really is. I'm just trying to talk myself into it. Do I have any over here? No, I don't think I have any over here. Shoot, well, back to the store then, I guess. Son of a gun. Shoot. No, pick that up, pick that up. All right, yeah, I thought I had seed over here, but you know what it is? I constantly just go over to that filling station is what it comes down to, and I completely forgot about that. So that's on me. I'll go fill this thing up. I'll hop out in the field. You probably see me out there in just a second. Rip-roaring, giving this this farm all a good run for its money. I know I said that on the last episode I'm probably going to look at replacing it. I don't know if I'm going to look at replacing it, but probably adding onto our fleet of tractors and then using this one for specific tasks, because it does have the horsepower that we need right now. But it just, I don't know, it has limitations, just like all the other tractors that have this low horsepower. It is what it is, and in this case for this guy, because it has the large front weight on the front, it really is good for these implements like this guy here, or the fertilizer spreader, that it gets bogged down on the back. I'm able to put weight on the front, so that's a big, big plus for me right now. Until I get something else that has more counterweight like that, I think we'll be sitting there looking pretty good with using this guy. It's always going to have a place on the farm. It's just a matter of how we want to go about doing that. Let's see here. Chicken. Oh, shoot. Well, I don't have that on here. I may have to go over to the other side. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to end up having to do. So I'll go ahead to the loading station for this guy. We'll get ourselves ready to rock, ready to roll. And like I said, I'll probably see you out in the field, but we'll just hang out. Stand by, and we'll see how this turns out. So a couple things can be true at once. In this case, this is not the same seeder that I had, or planter that I had just a little bit ago. The planter that I had just bought had a seed capacity of 200 liters. Okay, not the end of the world. Nice starter. This one that I ended up getting instead, I took the other one, sold it back, ended up getting this. This one is the Lizard S0413 Gama 5. You betcha, by HajstelMods. Sorry about that. I screwed that one up. It is 10.29 megabytes to download. I believe it is cross-platform friendly. And as you can see, it does hold 240 liters of seed, which makes it larger. I am not planting anything, as you may or may not be able to tell. I'm just driving around like a schlub. Reason for that is as soon as I accepted that contract to plant the corn out in field, I think it was 3, it was one of those times where you go ahead, you click the button, boop, disappears. So it is what it is. I forgot to tell you guys last episode here that we did end up purchasing a diesel tank. So next time we go ahead and get some diesel, we'll be able to throw it in here. It does only hold 5,000 liters, but it's not the end of the world. It is what it is. I don't have a lot of vehicles that are rocking and rolling, doing a ton of different stuff. So ultimately, it's not the end of the world. It is what it is. So to kind of help myself get over the fact that that was all jacked up and things did not turn out the way I wanted them to, I decided I'd nurture my soul and get myself a fertilizing contract. You betcha. So that's what you'll be seeing instead. I sure hope you enjoy it because I'm downright frustrated and, well, I'm just trying to make do with what I got. And just like that, we got that one done. Short, sweet, and a couple bucks. Good morning to you here, out on this fine, fine day. Man, looks like we got a little bit of canola in there. We might have an issue here coming up. It is bright and early, 8:15 in the AM. Gotta love it, got to love it. So our other field, one right up at the shop there, not up at the shop, at the farm, that one is not ready yet. I actually am kind of surprised. I had all of my equipment staged there at the very end of the day yesterday, ready to rock, ready to roll, and it was not ready to rock or roll this morning when I got up, so had to change gears. I got up at 7 o'clock this morning because I figured, all right, it's getting a little bit later, we won't have to worry about things as much, and well, as you can see, that is not the case at all. We're still here, we're still rocking, we're still rolling. It's dark. It still is dark. It is kind of unfortunate, but you know what? It is November, so days are getting shorter. It is what it is. Not going to be able to get as much work done in a particular day. Well, I should say in the daylight hours. We'll still be able to get work done. But as for everything else, we should be sitting pretty darn good. Now, this wheat that we're pulling off of here is 100% going to refeed our chickens. They're doing great over there. They're rocking and rolling. They're clucking. They're just having a grand old time. Where we run into an issue, though, is that I am very, very nervous about that section right there in the center that has the canola. So I'm not sure what we're going to end up doing. We may end up harvesting close to that, but that would be roughly about it. We may end up sacrificing part of the field or part of this harvest just to avoid any complications. I can't handle that. I don't even remember what I did. I take that back. I think I remember what I did. I started harvesting all this stuff out here, and I must have forgot. I know I came in here and tried harvesting this, but it just, or plowing and under cultivating, I must have just missed this one section. Shoot. Well, it is what it is. Like I said, I'll get our other vehicle down here so we can unload that. We'll hop in here. We'll do it this way. Now, you may be sitting here looking at yourself saying, gosh darn it, you know, Locke, you're under cash again. Did you buy something? No, I actually sold something. I sold the horse pasture that was right here. I'm not getting horses. I'm just not getting horses. I personally am not a huge fan of getting the horses. There's a lot of work involved in them, and they're not going to really pan out for what we're doing here. If we have something where it's more of a long-term thing, I can really get behind it, but we're for the grind. We're here to get this stuff going. We're here to make some serious cash and get things taken care of. So this is done. I made about 26,000 off of this, selling this thing. I took all that money and put it towards paying off our debt. I figured it was just a good idea. I don't know. Figure make a little bit here, make a little bit there, not too shabby, and we'll just kind of go from there. Now, what am I going to do with this area right here? I have an idea. I really do have an idea of what I'd like to do right there, but I'm just not sure how to go about doing it. I know it sounds awfully cryptic, and it sounds like, just pulling another hat out of us, or a rabbit out of his hat, but that's not really what's going on there. I have an idea. I just don't know how I want to implement it yet. Just hopefully you guys will bear with me for just a second until I can get the details worked out of what I'd like to do there. But here, let that guy go through. Ooh, boy, got a little squirrely on me. So that's kind of where we're sitting right as of this moment. Like I said, it is a brand new day. It is a brand new day. I'm here ready to rock, ready to roll. We'll get out here. We'll pick up all this straw. We'll take it into our fermenting silo and let it go from there. And speaking of the fermenting silo, let's, we'll have to move this stuff around here in just a second. Let's take a look at that here. Okay, we've finally gone through all the stuff. We went through the hay yesterday, so I'm going to deactivate that. I don't know. What I don't know is if I leave this activated, will that charge me then? Or if I go ahead and just deactivate it, does it charge me? Comment down below. Let me know how this ends up working. Do I just get this every single month? Using air quotes here. Do I get this charge every single month, whether I have something activated or not? Or do I only have to have it activated for it to charge me? Comment down below. Let me know. I'm not sure what's going on here with this. Soybeans, looks like they're getting a little bit low. We should be pretty good with all this stuff here. I did actually take the auto-loading trailer, and I moved that off to the side. So pretty much whenever something spawns in that very first, I guess, stall where you have the opportunity to go ahead and pick up your pallets of the oat milk or soy milk, it should just auto-load by itself. I don't know if it is. I actually haven't looked at it yet, so we'll see what ends up happening with that. I think we're going to go ahead and sell some of that today. I know we're going to be selling eggs today at some point. We just got a lot of stuff going on here. I'll try and figure out how I can go about doing this. I think I'm going to come along here, and once I get close to this point, swerve off to the side, because I know if I go ahead and harvest this and this at the same time, it just deletes it all. Anything that I have in my tank. Yeah, tank. Should have remembered the word tank, but for some reason it just escaped me. Can't do anything about it now. But that's why I'm going ahead and emptying this thing off right off the bat, just in case it gets a little weird, it gets a little wonky, we won't have that issue. But like I said, I'm going to take all the straw out of here, take it, put it in the fermenting silo. I think we talked last, it was January when silage was going to be at its best price. Yes, January it's supposed to be at its best price. We're in November, 340 is supposed to be the best price. The animal dealer's pretty close to that, but I think we're going to wait and just wait till January. I think that's where we're going to want to sit down with all of this stuff and see how it all plays out. But I don't know. We're giving it a shot. We're doing what we can. Like I said, I thought we were going to go ahead and let's put that in there. I thought we were going to go ahead and be able to get that canola going today, start taking it over and making diesel out of it and start really just racking in the cash, but that is not the case that we're dealing with here right now. So I'm going to go right along the edge, see if I can do it without picking any of that. Okay, so far I feel okay with this. Haven't had it reset yet, so, and I'm not going to go all the way over because I don't know if that's a portion there that was seeded and it's just not showing up, so I'll take it. I'll take it. That actually turned out pretty darn slick. I don't know how this will look when we come on back. Let's kind of hang out here for a second, see how this all goes. But it's nice to kind of get out here and, you know, finally get some harvesting going. It's been a while. I'd say when it comes to comparing 22 to 19, I miss the ability on FS19 to be able to go ahead and do your harvest relatively quick after planting. I kind of miss that. I know there's mods to be able to go ahead and change things so that that's how it operates and that's how it works, but I just can't bring myself to downloading that particular mod. Let's see what I can do here. It really does cut down on the hustle and bustle. That's the best way to say it. You cut down on the hustle and bustle of all the different operations that you have. I don't want to get too close to that. The different operations that you have to do here. You just seem, I don't know, it just seems like we have more. Okay, anything else that's left there is just going to be sacrificed. It seems like we have way more downtime now, which is kind of the way that Giants wanted to make this work out, where we have more downtime, have it be more realistic to what farming's like. You plant your stuff, you have to wait. You have these other processes that you can do along the way to kind of kill time and increase your yield, but still, I really miss like the hustle and the bustle of just constantly having chores and tasks to do. Now, if you don't have animals or some other side hustle on the side, that's just not the case. So, I guess, again, comment down below. Do you guys miss the hustle and bustle of the growth states or the growth cycles on FS19 compared to 22 here? Or are you fine with this? Are you liking the little bit more space in between? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I really am curious. When I ask you guys to comment down below and I'm asking questions, I really do mean it. I'm curious about what you guys have to say, how you feel about things, and just everything in general. Especially when it comes to giving me suggestions for mods I can go about using. Comment down below, let me know any mods. Low horsepower, that's what I'm after. Guys, I'm going to go ahead, pick up all this straw up here, throw it in the fermenting silo, and probably get going here, rocking and rolling, prepping the field for the next planting. And I think I will be planting this time around. I think we will go ahead and throw, I think we're going to go with sunflower seeds out here. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to go. So I'm going to keep rocking and rolling, doing my chores, and I will catch up with you guys after a little while. So we do have an opportunity to get our planter out. Rocking and rolling the Gama 5. Watch out, Hulk. Here we come. Son of a gun. I gotta love it. Gotta love it. Now, you might be telling yourself, or asking yourself, LockNutz, Again, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? You said you were gonna plant sunflowers on here, and now you're planting corn? Did you forget? No, I didn't forget this time. This time I made an executive decision. We're going with corn. I have a reason for it. I have a reason for it. And my reason will come, it'll come through here in just a little while. You'll understand why we want to have a little bit of corn on hand, but until we get to that point, this is what we're rocking and rolling with. So this little plow here is 2.7, or not plow, the planter here is 2.7 meters for a working width. Not too shabby. It comes in a various, it's not an extensive color palette that you can get to go ahead and choose from, but it does have a handful of options. They're all kind of like this greens, reds, and blues, kind of like that duller colored color palette. The tanks on the back, you can either get them in white or several different colors of yellow, and that's just what the skinny of it is. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about it. Going ahead and planting, and when you plant, the texture that it leaves, it ends up leaving a texture that a cedar would. I personally have run into a couple modded planters that are like this. It used to kind of bother me a little bit, but to be 100% honest with you, yeah, I just don't let it get under my skin anymore, because if I'm going ahead and rolling, it's taking those nice rows and everything that you'd have for corn or potatoes or really any of those other types of crops, and smashes them all down and make them all look like this anyway. So ultimately, what does it matter? It just does not matter to me. But, you know, from what I was seeing here with this, it does seem to be working out pretty darn slick. I'll be ready to rock and roll when we have another planting contract. I'll definitely jump on it. This thing worked out pretty good. Just for this tiny little field, we went through about 175 liters of seed. Not too bad. A little much at times, but it wasn't terrible. So we kind of got that going for ourselves. I have gone ahead and started to prep our main field kind of up by the farm there. I have the harvester sitting up there. I have the cultivator sitting up there. I'll probably leave the fertilizer spreader kind of up in that area as well. Just kind of getting everything prepped and ready, because we are going to end up going ahead and harvesting that very, very soon here. And we're going to want to jump on it and get stuff rocking and rolling, because it's already noon here. I haven't sold any of my eggs yet. I've harvested the one field. That's it. I have gone ahead and taken our, what the heck do you want to call it? Well, I'm not entirely sure what I was going to say there, so it is what it is. I do know that we've gone and taken care of our straw. The straw has been put into the fermenting silo. That's rocking, that's rolling. We're moving forward with some of our other items, like the soybeans. That's already ready to rock. It's ready to roll. It's good to go. We're moving forward. We are moving forward. Oh, that's right. The mower right there, it reminds me, the field that we have up by the farmer's market, that's actually ready to go now at this point. So we'll probably be up there after I get done seeding, or this is already seeded. We're going to go ahead and fertilize that field I was just on. After we get done with that, we'll roll it, and then I'll head up and start taking care of the grass up on that smaller field. I was thinking about going ahead and making it to hay and then fermenting it so that there's something else. But because we've already chewed up through all of our grass in the fermenting silo, I think we're going to be okay with what we got, and we'll be able to go ahead and just cut the grass up there, pick the grass up, and put the grass into the fermenting silo. I think we'll probably be okay with all that after everything's all said and done. And the amount of straw that we ended up getting off this field, I want to say, I'm trying to rack my brain. It's already processed a ton at this point, but I want to say that we're at, I think it was about 26,000 liters off of this field, so that's pretty good, I'd say. Let's come on here and just double check, see what this has to say for, there it is, for this. So 13,000 right now. We've already, like I said, I know I had one trailer that was full, plus I had another second trailer that was getting up there. But this is good news. This is good news. It's going to put us over 100,000 liters. This is way more than I thought we were going to end up with. And then after we go ahead and get that other grass, take care of that, put that into the fermenting silo, I think we're going to be doing really good here. I think it's going to really, really pan off. Let's go ahead and... Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. I think it's all going to pan out pretty darn well here. Like I said, I think it's January that we're going to go ahead and make our sell of our fertilizer or sell our fertilizer. I think it's all going to... It's just kind of all coming together. It really is. It makes me excited. I'm super stoked about all of this. Things are moving forward, and we're doing really good. It doesn't always seem like it with some of the setbacks that we have from time to time, mainly the man-made setbacks that I'm causing. Okay, so we got to roll this out here to get us 100% yield bonus, and after that, I'm a little leery. I'm not sure what makes the most amount of sense, because it says that we can go ahead and roll right now, or not roll right now, but weed right now, even before any of the physical weeds have popped up. I don't know if it makes sense to roll it right now, or I should say weed it right now, or wait till later. Is there a benefit, or are you going to get a bigger yield? I don't know. I've seen a couple videos out there, but I'm not sold one way or another what the best way of going about doing it is. Some of the videos are saying you do have a yield discrepancy, like you get less of a yield if you weed right now, before the weeds have even popped up. And there are some other videos that are saying the exact opposite. You actually get a higher yield. So I don't really know what to believe. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys have found out, or if you've seen videos, the same ones that I have. Let me know what you think's going on here so that we can kind of get on the same page. Because like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I'd like to be sure. I'd like to be doing this to get the highest yield that we possibly can. We're going to need high yields. Moving forward, high yields are the way we need to go. I know I touched on that when we first started doing this series here. You know, we don't have many opportunities. You can't go ahead and have one massive harvest of whatever the heck it is, and that's going to be your saving grace. No, you got to nickel and dime the heck out of everything that we're doing here. I think that's one of the reasons why I actually really enjoy farming, this small time farming that we're doing here with the smaller equipment and moving your way up. That's what I like to do. Small farm, work my way up to a medium, large size farm, just to kind of have that. I'm starting with nothing and here we go. I don't always necessarily like to be with the restriction of you got to be under a certain horsepower or something like that. I like to just see where the breeze takes me when it comes to doing this stuff. But I really do enjoy doing a lot of this farming here with the smaller equipment. It really does make you think about things. The larger fields, larger harvests, bigger payouts. The consequences aren't as great, you know. Here it really is dire straits. I mean, you got what you have here in your hands, and that's all you got, and it's all up to you. It's all up to you. You got small fields, small harvest. You just got to make the best out of it, and it's super cool. It really is super cool. Plus, it's also fun taking a peek at a lot of this smaller equipment, seeing the different mods that are available out there. It is really cool. I do enjoy it. I do like it. I'm seeing back there we may have a couple spots that I are going to miss with the roller, so I'll end up having to take a second pass at it. But I'm going to keep on rocking and rolling this way. Like I said, guys, stay tuned. You're going to want to see what happens next. That I can guarantee you. Alrighty then, let's see what we get here. Last load of oat, or I should say soy milk, soy drink coming in hot. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Perfect. So between, I had 2 loads of soy drink that I brought over here. We came up with about 11,000, give or take. Not too shabby. Not too shabby if I do say so myself, and that we wanted to sell everything today because today had the highest price before everything started dropping. Same thing with the eggs. I ended up getting $8,931 for all of our eggs, so that's pretty darn slick right there. Off of our one grass field, that tiny grass field, we ended up getting 19,000 liters, so that is just absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up at all. All right, let's get this guy set back up over here, kind of out of the way. That's okay. That looks like a good spot. Now we're gonna take and drive our tractor over to our, what I'm calling our little staging area. That would be that area right up over here where the horse pen was. I figure for the time being, this isn't a terrible thought. It's not a terrible idea, just to kind of get stuff prepped and ready, because we will be going ahead and getting canola tomorrow. The harvest has to be ready. It has to be done. I'm not too scared at all. Feeling pretty good about it. Got this ready. Got our tractor. Got our header ready. I got the roller over here for after we get done seeding. Cultivator, got that rocking and rolling over here. I don't have the trailer over here just yet, but I didn't want to go ahead and clutter up this area, you know. Lots of stuff happening. Lots and lots of stuff happening. We had a very fruitful day. At least I'd say it was a very fruitful day. Can't wait for this to get done. I really can't. This is going to be a huge, huge moneymaker with us for that diesel. I'm kind of banking on it getting done pretty quick because I have 2 tractors. Very thirsty tractors that are greatly, greatly looking forward to us being done. Because they need some more fuel. I'm really just kind of running them on fumes here really quick. I'm hoping I can get some more diesel made up so I don't have to purchase any more. Worst case scenario, I purchase just a little bit from, well, from the tank over there, and we just kind of go from there. But I think all in all, this really did pan out over here. And, you know, I think we did a good job. I think we did a great job. This needs to be plowed yet, but it is what it is. I think the only thing we can do right now is just kind of sit back, relax, and wait for the sun to set on this glorious, glorious day, and then we can get ready for tomorrow. Now, you might be telling yourself, what do we do from here? Where do we go from there? Nice overlook of the little river here. It's nice, clean water, fresh water. You know what you do with fresh water. Fresh water, excess crops. You don't have many other options, if you really want to think about it. There really just aren't many options to choose from. Other than starting up your own distillery. You betcha we're making moonshine, or as I like to call it, a little lockshine for us. Holy cats. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. You betcha. So this little bad mamba jamma right here, this is the Moonshine production by Newell Gaming. Sorry about that. It's 2 megabytes to download, and it is for PC only. I doubt that we'll go ahead and see anything that's alcohol-based that'll ever get put onto the main game, but I figure, you know what, we got some clean water out here. Let's make ourselves a little moonshine. Gotta love it. You betcha, you betcha. Now, this isn't the exact one that you can go ahead and get. Taz actually came and made a couple adjustments for this thing, so this is slightly different than what you'd see or what you're going to get with the link, but I think this is how we're going to go about doing this. I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a little bit of moonshine. Now, this cost us $35,000 to go ahead and get. I also had to buy some of the fixins in order to get this thing rocking and rolling. Let's take a look at this really quick here. Barley, corn, and grapes. I don't have any grapes. I probably am not going to grow grapes, so I'm going to just buy them for the time being. Corn, we have excess corn. Barley, we have excess barley. But these two here, I just bought a pallet of each for $1,000. 5,000 liters is what I got for each one of them. So for the time being, that's just going to be what we do to get ourselves going. Not too shabby at all. So pretty good. You have 2 different recipes you can get. You can get your aged moonshine, which is going to get you more money. Or you can go ahead and get your just standard run-of-the-mill moonshine, where you use oats, grapes, and wood chips. I don't have any wood chips, and I didn't think about getting any wood chips. Actually, when I was out here, deactivate this really quick. When I was out here, I actually just cut the stuff down, cut down a bunch of trees, and ended up selling the wood. I ended up getting about $4,500 for it, so I didn't think this went through too well. I really didn't think this went through too well, but you know what? I figure out this is a nice cap of the day. It's a nice way to go about doing things. You get yourself rocking, get yourself rolling, and you get to go ahead and do a little bootlegging. You betcha now all we need is one of them fancy bootlegging vehicles to get the shine out of here and across town. You betcha. Oh, man, I tell you what, guys, if you're liking what you're hearing, liking what you're seeing, go ahead and smash that like button. I really would appreciate it. Hit that subscription. Holy cats, does it help out a ton? Go ahead, turn that little notification bell on and have it set all that way you know when this and other great videos are coming on out by myself. Guys, I tell you what, share this with somebody who likes themselves a little bit of moonshine. You betcha we got our shine on. You betcha. I gotta love it. Watch out for that bat there. It's a little scary. Until I see you next time, thanks for stopping by.